These niggas feel what jealousy. I'm doing good, that's what they envy me. This girl is in my memory. Oh, before I get your felony.
What is up, you guys? Sage here, and today I want to talk briefly about another one of the great extracts from some of the things I've said, which is she said, "You speak wisdom." I replied, "I guess that's why they call me Sage." But the truth is, I called myself it first, and perhaps it was the egg that gave way to being a chicken. And this feeds into the idea of the importance of names, the importance of identity, and how our identity shifts. And you may have a name that is based off your identity, but you can also give yourself a name and you will assimilate to what it means to be that. And this may work both positively and negatively, in terms of you may show up in a certain community and you remind them of a certain person and you're named after that person, and that person has certain traits. Even if they're negative traits, you may find yourself assimilating and doing those types of things because that's who you are, because that's what people call you. But it could also be positive in the sense that if you have a name like David, it may give you a sort of initiative, a sort of meaning to your life, and you may aspire to be someone who takes down a giant. You may aspire to be someone who wants to be a king. And you may also inspire that in yourself by giving yourself the free reins to recreate and reinvent yourself. Because one of the big principles when it comes to when it comes to becoming something great, a trait that I've found, or something that I've found in the patterns that have a tendency to lead to these great places, is the ability to recreate yourself. There's something else on here which talks about let it destroy you, let the dream destroy you. Destroys you meaning knowing that who I was in order to get to this place is spectacular, but it's not going to get me any further. It's me knowing that, okay, I know what serves me, I know what doesn't at a certain phase of life. Now you've left that phase and you're on to different things, hopefully bigger and better things, things that you believe are bigger and better at that point in time. And the ability to recreate yourself, the ability to change that name, the ability to let it destroy you is to recognize, okay, that person got me from there to where I am now. And God bless him. Love that person. That person is incredible, and I appreciate them for everything that they've done for me. However, those habits, that person, what they do, how they think, is not going to fly from here on out because I'm trying to get to the next level. I'm trying to become Sage 2.0. And even that is the power of names as well. The power of recreation is you're talking about a 2.0. So this is a different version than who you are now. This is, in your eyes, a better version. This is someone who puts out more volume. This is someone who is even more so engaged. So I do believe it is important throughout time to be able to sit back, see where you're at, assess your trajectory, and decide if that's okay with you. Decide if you're happy with that. Decide if, okay, if you just momentarily step back, look at the like just look at the map. If it's going like that and you're satisfied with that, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to change things, you have to change things, and the first thing you have to change is yourself, in order to change your surroundings, and that's just the reality of the game. So let it destroy you. Let the dream destroy you. Recreate yourself and the main thing must stay the main thing. Find the main thing and keep that the main thing. Don't take anything personally. Don't get too caught up. What you'll find is, in terms of entrepreneurship, your first company is not your last. And I think this, you know how art mimics life? I believe your first identity is not your last. So I might go home and say I had certain habits and certain what know-hows. I come back, they say, yo, here, or you go back to high school, yo, here's Sage the drunk, here's Sage the whatever, here's Sage the whatever the case may be. I'm trying to think of negative, or say you were quiet in high school. Oh, here's shy Seiji, and it's realizing that you're not trapped by that identity, and realizing that you don't have to be who you were in primary school. You don't have to be who you were in high school. I believe for me, this was learned just through experience, just intrinsically, in moving, because I moved around growing up, and in moving from one place to another, I realized, like, wow, I don't have to be the person that I was when I got here. And sometimes we need to relearn these lessons as we go along. So I think that's what I want to leave you with today, is recreate yourself constantly. Don't be attached to that first company. Don't be attached to that first identity, and don't think that that is you. You can literally sit here today, look at this, watch this, and think to yourself, who do I want to be? What does that person do? What do they eat? How do they think? How do they gain that thinking? How do they learn how to form that diet? Do they train? How much money do they make? How do they make that money? What are their interests? And you can slowly but surely become this. Be water, my friend, Bruce Lee said. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Sage, signing out.
Myself